how about Rob Gronkowski coming through when it matters most here in Super Bowl 55? He had a great game. Let's get into it. So we'll start off with this play. What's going to happen is that it's going to be a man coverage play. It's a cover one play. And so, single safety deep. And one of the things we talked about a lot going in was in these types of situations for Tampa Bay, go after tight ends. Tight ends are the guys who can convert in these types of plays. Gronkowski and Cameron Brate seemed like they were going to be big targets because really Kansas City kind of struggled with stopping those two guys the first time they played. So in this situation, Gronkowski running a deeper route towards the sideline where he could potentially get open. And also you got to, factor in who he's going up against. This is a one-on-one matchup right here, and he's going up against L'Jarius Sneed, who, a good corner, one of Kansas City's better corners, really had a great rookie season, and he's going to do something that I'm not sure if I love here right at the start. Once this play starts, notice how Sneed kind of tries to create some contact, it looks like, and you just can't do that in man coverage against Gronkowski. You just sort of can't. And again, I believe this is Sneed. It's possible it's someone else, but because I can't really see the number, but I believe this is Sneed. It could be someone else. So if I'm giving him, some criticism when it's someone else, apologies, but kind of hard to see. Anyways, this is going to make things so much easier for Gronkowski to get by him because, he's the kind of guy where he's just huge. It's hard to create contact and get by him. So as you see, Brady, he has time, plenty of time actually, eventually finds Gronkowski, and look at how open Gronk gets. So again, it's hard to see exactly everything that happened, but the contact at the line, or not really at the line, but close to the line, definitely a mistake, and also Gronkowski finds a way to get open in the back of the end zone, which is just, just what Gronkowski does. This play was another one where, if you remember, Week 12, a lot of what was talked about with Tampa Bay is, why aren't you running more play action? Well, no one had that criticism in the Super Bowl because they ran plenty of play action, and the play action actually really helped a lot. This play is going to be one towards Gronk, which really helps. And it's actually going to be Tyrann Mathieu who gets picked on a little bit right here, where it's a quarters coverage, and typically these deep routes, you don't expect them to work too well against quarters is what the mindset is, but sometimes guys will play a little bit more aggressive when they're further down the field in quarters coverage, and you can take advantage of that. And because of the play action, Matthew's going to kind of step in because he's aware of a potential run. Watch, Brady takes the snap, and Gronkowski, again, some contact with Sorensen, but gets by Sorensen. And it seems like Mathieu stepped in a little bit. Now he's trying to get back to where he's supposed to be. But at this point, Gronkowski is open, and there's no one else really over the middle of the field who can cover him. And really, it feels like Mathieu could have been the guy. He thought someone else, I'm sure, was supposed to cover Gronk. I think he maybe thought that the other deep player to Kansas City, he was the guy who's supposed to cover him, but I don't know. I mean, this is just a play action, getting guys out of position, and Gronkowski, who you expect to be sort of this blocking tight end, he's able to sort of rumble down the field and get himself open. So that's what he's able to do. Once again, Brady makes the throw, and Gronkowski picks up a huge gain, nearly had a touchdown, but still a very big gain, and Tampa Bay able to move the ball down the field. Now I want to talk about Gronkowski's blocking for a second. His blocking's as good as ever. It was huge in the playoff run. It was huge in the Super Bowl. Again, the running game was a pretty big deal for Tampa Bay. It wasn't just all the passing game. The passing game helped, of course, but the running game certainly was important, and Gronkowski was able to have a big impact. This is a great example where it's a double team, and then he's supposed to get off the double team and block a linebacker. This is tough for a tight end. Like, I think it's worth mentioning that we see Gronkowski make plays that offensive linemen are typically the guys who have to make, but when you have a blocking tight end like Gronkowski who can block with the best of them, why not use that ability to your best benefit? And that's what Tampa Bay did all postseason long, and the Super Bowl was no exception. So once this play starts, watch how Gronkowski finishes off the double team, and then look at this positioning, where at this point, he's completely set this edge right here. Godwin also a good block, and now Fournette, he can get to the outside, and he has plenty of room right here. So this was just a great block from Gronkowski, and his blocking ability is absolutely one of the best parts about his game, and there was no exception in the Super Bowl. As you see, Fournette gets to the outside. A good play by Breland, even though he didn't make the tackle to just sort of stop Fournette. That didn't allow much more yards, but still, great block from Gronkowski. This one was another one where, again, you're going to see that Gronkowski having a block that a lot of tight ends don't get put in this position. Gronkowski's blocking an edge rusher. This is a tough block for a tight end to make. These are difficult blocks. They're kind of difficult blocks for tackles to make, quite frankly. And so the fact that Tampa Bay has the trust in Gronkowski is pretty crazy, but it makes sense given how good Gronk is at these kind of things. And as you see, he is able to drive him back. Eventually, the tackle is made, but he does a good job there. And again, have to mention just how difficult that is for a tight end to make. He's not a tackle, and he's still making pretty good plays. One more play I want to talk about will be this one. And up front, first things first, this play I'm not going to be actually able to show the entire play or even any of the play because I tried showing it on my first video I made of the night and it got copyright claimed, so not going to risk that. These videos are, Super Bowl. That's what makes me the most money, so getting a copyright claim on a video kind of sucks, and I don't want to have that happen, so I'm just going to show this still image and explain what happened on this play. This was Gronkowski's first touchdown, but I still wanted to talk about it just because it was kind of the classic Gronkowski play, and also another play that play action really had a massive impact, where it's going to be kind of a pick play. Evans runs, and he's going to try and get in the way of Daniel Sorensen, who is the guy who is in charge of covering Gronkowski. Gronkowski runs in motion. He's going to get to the left and try to get open that way. And a big way this one worked was the way that Brady, ran to play action, and that really kind of fooled Kansas City, and Sorensen was very slow in getting over, which I think sometimes you kind of think like, oh, Gronkowski, not exactly a speed guy. I don't have to worry about him burning me with speed. He might burn me with, size, sure. But at the same time, you have to be aware of it because he's not a slow guy either, which is, again, he's a physical freak. And that's what allowed this play to end up working. Again, I can't show the play, but you can, if Google Gronkowski's first touchdown, you'll see and watch Sorensen because that's definitely really, I think, something key to watch. So, yeah, listen. Rob Gronkowski, man, he just finds a way to come through in the big moments. No matter how good of a season he's had, no matter how bad of a season he's had, he's going to find a way to come through. You could have argued he should have won Super Bowl MVP. I think Brady was the right choice, to be honest. I think they got that one right. But Gronkowski was also really, really good in this game. I thought that he was just as deserved, just incredible. Gronkowski's also a Chiefs killer. It seems like he always just seemingly plays his best football against Kansas City. Wonder if part of that is because Kansas City likes to play man coverage, and Gronkowski's a man coverage killer in a lot of ways. Honestly, a lot of these Buccaneers receivers are, and, Gronkowski, one of the best blockers on the team and one of the best receivers on the team. And it really was just an incredible day. And now he has 4 Super Bowl championships to go with. So pretty cool for Gronkowski. Absolutely an awesome day. And he just, he's only 31 too, by the way. People keep saying turning back the clock. He's 31. He's not this old guy, and he'll be back next year. I fully expect him to have a good season next year with the Buccaneers, probably. I mean, you'd have to bet on it. And one more thing I want to talk about, I heard this mentioned, and it's a good point, is how often have we seen when Gronkowski gets to this point, he's just banged up, he's not fully healthy. This year he was pretty healthy. This year he was about as healthy as we've ever seen him in a Super Bowl, and that's a huge way that he was able to still have success, is he just looked like he was, healthy and good to go. So yeah, awesome day from Gronkowski. He deserves a ton of love, so I want to make a video on it. Let me know what you guys thought. What were your thoughts on Rob Gronkowski? Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.